One thing about being a poet is you're never going to get rich. And you're going to have enemies. Critics are the automatic enemies of all writers. Editors are sort of semi-neutral, because they do fight your case, and if they like your work, they're great allies to have. But there are other editors there. When a book goes in, a long time ago, like when Hemingway wrote, you wrote a book, you sent it in, an editor, a first reader read it, passed it on to the editor read it, and if he liked it, the book was bought. But somehow that changed. And it became that when a book came in, a first reader read it and passed it on to an editor, and an editor took it to the editorial board. And the editorial board was made up of salesmen and publicists and people who got the books taken from one place to another. And their question was always, yeah, it's great literature, but can we sell it? So there's always that idea that when you're a poet, you're not going to make any money anyway, that nevertheless, you still have all these adversaries that you never get to go and present your case before. This is called the boxer. Beat bloody, what is it keeps the poet staggering back to scratch, round after bare-knuckled round? Kidney punched by the critic, eye thumbed, nose bit open, kicked in the clinches, kneed, the editor in his jailbird shirt, flicking the flap of skin as if he'd stopped the massacre if only bone were visible. The poet's wife and children waving their rags and crying, for the love of God, lay down, lay down. While the big promoters in the poetry mob in their university boxes, covered with kisses by faculty wives, and the fell professors cry, lie down on the fourth, as we decree. You cannot be a champion here. Why? With his agent weeping, on his knees, scrabbling in the shredded stubs for a whole meal ticket, and finding only a coupon for the soup kitchen on the corner of Despair and Anonymity. Why will he not, booed by the crowd, the champ by acclamation, he knocked out in training camp with his left hand, sniggering while a critic knees him again and hits him with a stool? Why will he not, sweat in his eyes, toothless, answering bells nobody else can hear, go down? And why, oh why, his arms too weary to raise, does he still insist he can win?